Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story broke a little bit about an hour ago out of Philly. Shout out Philly. And it's about an 11-year-old kid that went to school with a knife and stabbed two of his teachers. Pulled the knife out in class and stabbed two of the teachers at only 11 years old. I don't understand what's going on with today's youth, man, and what they're seeing in the home. A lot of it, majority of it, has a lot to do with parenting and what's exposed to these children at young ages in the house, because I feel as though there's not a lot of parental guidance and, discretion in what kids see and what they're exposed to, whether it's movies, music, whatever. Take a look at this story and we'll come back and talk about it.
Right now at 4 o'clock, a student attacks staffers inside a Philadelphia middle school. Two adults are being treated for stab wounds as parents question how a knife made its way into the building in the first place. Tuesday afternoon, I'm Sarah Bloomquist.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News today is the violence that played out inside Castor Gardens Middle School today. Both victims are expected to be okay, and that very young student is in police custody.
Action News reporter Annie McCormick spoke with concerned parents today. She's now live outside the school in Northeast Philadelphia with the full story. Annie.
Yes, Sarah and Brian, now police say that the 11-year-old is in custody. They do say that he has developmental issues and they are working with his parents. It was tense moments this afternoon as parents waited to be reunited with their kids.
I'm good now. Pretty sure he's all right. That's the most important thing.
Parents and grandparents reunited with their kids after a tense afternoon at Castor Gardens Middle School. Two staff members were stabbed by an 11-year-old student.
Like I said, security got to be a little bit more tighter.
I got a call from the hospital saying I'm supposed to be going to labor.
Jessica Santos would not go to the hospital to give birth until she knew her daughter Sophia was safe.
It felt good, and it also felt exciting and happy because I was safe. I'm okay.
Philadelphia police say it was around noon when inside a small classroom, a child with developmental disabilities brandished a knife.
Pulled a knife out of his bag. The other students, there were a very small group of students in there, notified teachers. Two of the aides went over, disarmed the student. While doing that, they were cut superficially.
No students were injured. The injured staff members, both females ages 31 and 63, were taken to the hospital. Their cuts were to the arm and stomach. Police and Philadelphia school district officials say the knife did pass through a metal detector and was not detected.
The Office of School Safety is currently investigating this particular metal detector. They are inspected on a routine basis. They're checked for any malfunctions.
And school officials say that all safety protocols were followed. Parents were able to get their students, and they did arrive here early, and they were allowed to have their students dismissed early, and then dismissal went on as normal. Tomorrow, classes are expected to resume as normal as well. For now, reporting live in the Northeast, Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News.
Annie, thank you.
All right, guys, you heard what was going on. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think people need to come clean. Oh, there was something wrong with that metal detector. They didn't catch the metal detector. This is what I think happened. And I'm being honest. People be trying to save face at school when they cover themselves. In my honest opinion, I think certain students, because they said the kid had a learning disability or whatever, certain students, I think at certain times are permitted to come into school and not go through the metal detector, so on and so forth. Like when I was in high school or in school period, a lot of kids, they would come in and they were like developmental or special needs or something like that, but they would come to school. They would have to bypass like certain things where we had to stop and show our IDs and stuff like that. They could just go right into school. This might be one of them situations, in all honesty, because I don't see the metal detector malfunctioning on a day that you brought a kid in there and he stabbed somebody. Said the kid pulled the knife out. They tried to get the knife from him. He stabbed one person in the stomach, the other person in the arm. Make it make sense. When I was younger, now they said this kid has developmental issues. I don't know what that means. Hell, for all I know, this could be a good kid and just had a bad day. But honestly, something's going on where he feels as though he has to bring a knife to school. And evidently not afraid to use it. You're not going to bring a knife to show it. At 11 years old, everybody know what a knife look like. So I think maybe he was being bullied or somebody was bothering him, or he one of them people where he get mad in his head, he get a thought that he can't get out of it, and things happen. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's just upsetting now how many young people nowadays are just outwardly barbaric and violent in the way they go about things. Now at 11 years old, he don't know nothing about nothing. But I mean, come on. He knows that what he did, I'm more than sure, would get him in trouble if they told his parents. But he still went along with the plan. You know what I'm saying? And that lets me think, what was this person exposed to, this kid exposed to in his home that makes him think that's okay to do? Or what did he hear? Because I'm going to tell you something. My little girl is 9, right? I mean 8. My little girl listens to everything. She act like she ain't listening, but she be ear hustling hard. All kids do. Hell, my grandmom used to be on the phone, and I could tell you the whole damn conversation while I was watching TV because she was loud and talking and thinking I was oblivious to an adult conversation of her talking about the neighbor. Or you understand what I'm saying? We really have to take into consideration what our children are around, who our children are around, what they're exposed to. Something simple as a simple adult joke or a simple, action that adults understand, a child don't. You want to watch a show, reality show or whatever, you watch the show in front of your kid, they trying to figure it out. Remember, kids want to be like adults. Your whole young life when you coming up is about trying to be respected by your peers, whether it's your parents or older people. They see stuff and take it to school. We all did that. We all know students that did that. Come to school, bring something that their parents got. They done stole from their parents. A bag of weed, something stupid like that. A knife that they want to show somebody. Hell, this might be a case of that. Either way, man, we got to be more cognizant of what our children are seeing and who they're around. I've been in houses where it's a hangout house for grown-ups, but the lady, got kids and dating one of the dudes that be hanging out over there. And a bunch of dudes be in the house rolling up weed, just doing all kind of stuff, watching Scarface. They got little kids at the table trying to do homework. It's a mess. And we going to call it the way it is, man. A lot of people out here trying to live their lives while having children. And they're lazy parents. They are. I'm glad everybody made it okay, man. But this is upsetting because now this 11-year-old boy with learning disabilities is in the hot seat because something in him thought that was okay. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.